hoe het aan hen toe is. Ze zei, is dat op jullie? Allemaal aan dat. Wat doen jullie toch tegenwoordig? Allemaal op dat dan. Zij komen tegenwoordig. Steeds meer van die dagen. Dan kan ik alle vuile rotzooi haast niet meer verdragen. Dat zei de zee die me vertelde dat ze moest. Zei dat ze er zeer behoort aan toe is.
This is a part of a song written by Paul van Vliet 40 years ago. My parents had this album and I really loved to listen to this song when I was a child. 40 years later, by coincidence, I heard the song again and it really moved me. And maybe it's because of my childhood, I don't know, but also there was something more. And I had to think about it, why does it move me? And later on I understand, and before that we have to go back in time to 2009. I will explain it to you. In 2009 I was a freelancer, I did a lot of styling work, styling of big festivals, made theatre projects, the decors and so on. It was a great job, I really loved it. And it went well, really good. And I had to hire persons, men for this case, to do the job for me because the assignments get bigger and I get more clients and great, it's a great time. But I didn't do any creative anymore. I was only hanging on the phone, did the financial stuff and so on, and I get a little bit bored. Maybe, yeah, I didn't like it anymore. And I thought, oh my God, how can I say no to my clients? Because I don't want to work so hard like this, and I want to make things and not only hanging on the phone and so on. But if you are a freelancer, you don't say no to your clients because they can find another one to do. Maybe that person is better, or cheaper, or faster, or whatever. So it was a difficult time. And then, at Paradise, there came the crisis. The first crisis in 2009, and I embraced the crisis. Because my client said, oh, I'm so sorry that we can't afford you to do the styling. It's too expensive. We have to say no to you. And I said, oh no, thank you. Great. So, I had no job after the first crisis. And there I was sitting at home and had a lot of time. And then I realized, okay, when I have time, I finally can visit my friend who was working all over the world for years for aid organizations. And I said, okay, I will visit you. At that moment she was based in Sierra Leone, so I went to Sierra Leone. And maybe you know, but Sierra Leone was just ended the civil war and they call it the hell on earth. So it's not a typical place. Celebrate your holiday, it's not cock and roll. Not at all. And when I went there, the whole country was a big mess. A lot of frustrating, fighting people, and everything was war. Everything was war. And I couldn't manage it. You know, I'm nearly 50. I come from Holland. I've never been in a war, so I really don't know how it is to be in a war or just survive the war. Really, I don't know. And after a while I thought, okay, maybe only for 2-3 hours, no war for me. Let's go to the beach and make some fun and build maybe sand sculptures with children there, I don't know, but just only for 2-3 hours, no war here. So I went in Freetown, it's laying on the seaside, and I went to the beach. And I thought, okay, the beach. But I didn't see any beach. I only saw a kind of landfill. It was covered with a layer of plastic, at least from 1 meter. The whole beach was covered with a layer of plastic. And I was like, wow, what's this? Now the people were searching for something valuable, for something to eat. Even the pigs and the dogs were searching through all the plastic litter. And I said, oh my God, okay. I can't do anything about the war because I really don't know. But I can do something about the plastic pollution. When I got home, I started to pick up the litter from the street, just the bottles. Just, I like that to do. And in 2 months' time, I could already just cycling to my work every day, $1,500 in 2 months on the streets. And then I realized, okay, the plastic soup is not a problem from Africa, Freetown, far away in the cities. No, it's just starting here at our front door. And I wanted to share this experience with more people. So I started to weld a big frame and I wanted to fill it with bottles. And I asked people to help me to collect bottles. Just look around, pick them up when you go out with your dog. Or if you use disposable bottles, please give them to me. I place all over the place in my area, trash bags, and put a paper on it. I will make a piece of art of it. And people said, huh? How can you make art of trash? It's just trash. And I said, no, please, please. And after a month, it went well, and after 2 months, I collected 15,000 bottles. There's a whole area. Then I brought my frame, and we want to fill it. And then, this is the result. It's Betty the Swan. She's filled, she's about 5 meters, 3 meters high, and we filled it with bottles in 2 weeks' time. We collected all the bottles, we started, and then I was working with a lot of people every evening, and we had a really great time, because it's really great to make a sculpture like this size, and in the meanwhile you're cleaning the bottles and collect them, or how do you call it, on color, sort them on color and label them, and then you have nice chats and close-ups, and oh great, some wine, and we had a great time. And then when we put her on the lake, she became really heavy, unbelievable. And 10 people had to pull her, and then and then, oh my God, I hope she was still alive, and she was. And then she got on the lake, and about 300 people already say, bye Paddy, have a nice trip. And then she lay there for 2 months on the lake in my area. And she became really popular. I said already, her name was Patty Bottle. And children were playing on her back. And even the tourist boat changed its route on the lake just to show Patty the Swan. Really, everybody loved it, really. And after 2 months I thought, okay, it's okay now. She told the story, we will bring her to the last place, the recycle place. And I put some new papers at the grocery stores and so on, and said, okay, you can wave her out when we bring her to the last place on Wednesday. And then something happened I really didn't expect. It was really great. Because the whole area started a petition. We want to keep Betty. No, she don't have to go to the last place. We want to keep her. I said, no. Because she told a story and now she's still beautiful, so we will bring her to the recycle place. And that was the end of Betty. A lot of people waved her out. Some people were standing there with black flags and so on. Really great. So, that was Betty. And after her, I really learned a lot about her. Because I learned how powerful community art can be. You know, to involve people by making big sculptures is always fun. They love it. And I did a lot of different projects, because if you involve people to make something beautiful, you can tell them your mission. And she asked just who knows plastic soup, because I want to tell a story about plastic soup. Because what's the problem when you live? You throw a bottle on the street, usually you put a cap on it, I don't know why, it's also press leather. You throw the bottle. If it's leather, it always will end in the plastic soup. Always, just by wind and by water. And when the bottle arrives in plastic soup, it will fall apart and separate into small pieces. And the small pieces are the big problem, because they become very touchy. And fish will eat, and birds of course also, will eat the plastic. And we will eat fish. So we will eat poisoned fish. And not only, it's not alone about the plastic soup, it's huge amount, but also it's, for me, unbelievable. People handle litter like this because waste, trash, garbage doesn't exist, really. Because it's material. Why do you throw a bottle on the street? You can recycle it, you can reuse it, you can do a lot of things about it. I don't understand. So I want to tell people, please, we have a lot of power. We have the power. We, as consumers, have the power, and not the big industries. If we all say no to disposables, to plastic, if we all do it together, they have to listen to us. So we won't have plastic pollution like this. And I want to tell that because you have four things. You have to refuse plastic, you have to reduce, and you have to reuse. And after it you can recycle. But recycling is just the last part of it, because recycling costs a lot of energy and it's always downsizing. So please reuse and refuse plastic. So that's what I want to tell. Also this cans, of course. And when I heard the song again, I will go back to my son. I was shocked because it's 40 years ago that he wrote it. And in 1978, the first plastic bottle got its patent. So we made this big plastic pollution in only 40 years. But that's not what it moves me. Because you see already the projects are done, the community art projects. This is in Morocco, for instance. And this is in Brazil. And this one is in America. It's maybe the paradox of the plastic. It's maybe the sea who's sick, who's poisoned, and has a big problem. But also, she gave me, because I'm busy with these projects, wonderful experience. And I think that moves me. Just the paradox of it. And you know, I will go on. And there's no plastic soup left. Thank you.